centuries, the church held the idea that outside of the church there was no salvation. And Vatican II began to really deal with that question from a deeper point of view. Not to get into a theological discussion right now, because it's a discussion that is going on among scholars, scripture scholars, theologians, and so on. But it seems to me that the key word in the theological relationship between Jews and Christians is the word salvation. All right? What does the word salvation mean? And as one author put it, everybody knows what salvation means until they're asked to explain it. Okay?
Can you elaborate on that? On what it meant, salvation, in the sense that Jews can be also part of that, even though they don't go through the divinity of Jesus?
Well, I think originally the context was, if you don't belong to the church, somehow you would not be saved. You would not, I guess in layman's terms, get to heaven. And we began to see, as I said, with the openings to that is no longer considered to be a valid position. What Vatican II did, it opened the door to saying that there is truth in all of these other religions, and that, for example, the Jews in following the Torah, and this was the way God spoke and was to save them. Okay? So Vatican II really opens up the door.
So in a sense, it changed the mindset that there's only one path to salvation,
right.
And it really created more paths.
Right.
It's very interesting. You know why? Because we're now really in these days in synagogue, we read about the Israelites leaving Egypt and crossing the Sea of Reeds. We just read it last Shabbat. And there's a midrash that it's an explanation, it's a teaching of the rabbis. It's not in the text, but it's an elaboration of the rabbis that said that actually each tribe had its own path within the Sea of Reeds. So they didn't just go as a whole nation, but even within the nation there was this, this subcategories of salvation, that you can find your own path. It's a very important mindset in the Jewish tradition.